The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas. And nothing to... For most teams, it sure can. All right, DA, thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. And for the Mavericks, Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Curry. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Far toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall. Others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective. Here's Finney-Smith. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver. Doncic, no good. And now just over a minute played here in the first. It's stolen by Curry. Fast break, Dallas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
You know, all that size and length there. When Porzingis is using his body like this, I mean, it forces the defense to be aggressive. You know, for Porzingis, the business of the family is basketball. His parents played at a very high level. His older brother played professionally for over a decade, and the first word that Porzingis said was ball, and he's had one in his hands pretty much from the start.
So it's the Mavericks now. Portland making their last shot, and Doncic gets it to go.
You know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their games. Deadly from the mid-range.
Nurkic can't hit. And Clark Porzingis' older brother. He used to make him highlight reels of NBA stars.
Yeah, you know, the NBA was his goal all along, but he showed patience, and the Orlando Magic actually promised to take him 10th back in 2014. He stayed in Spain one more year to develop, and good for him.
And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself.
Porzingis trying to get free, and Doncic gets it to go.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Here's Doncic after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Count that bucket.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Collins finds Anthony. 3-pointer, Lillard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The putback. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. Finney-Smith passes to Hardaway. Doncic with it. Covered by Anthony. Curry from deep 3-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got his second bucket of the night. Portland moving the ball around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Wright looking around. Passes to Burke. Shot clock at 6. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hezonja's checked in. 1:05 left in the first. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Wright. Up again. It's good on the putback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Dallas leading by 3. Kleba, the pass to Burke. 40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Barea. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Hezonja. The pass to Trent. Here's Simons. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
And Wright gets it to go on the assist by Burke.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Mavericks lead by 1. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the end. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia. Well, thanks.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the point guard. Now here's Little, guarded by Wright. Pass to Little. And it's Little finishing it off.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for J.J. Barea. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Dallas. Porzingis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
It's stolen by Curry, and here comes the break. Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up, and the dunk by Doncic.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard surveying the D. A three from McCollum. Mavericks with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And that one good.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
And stolen by Whiteside. Hazonia kicks to Lillard. Anthony, the pass to Whiteside. For the three. Second chance shot, and Hazonia gets it to go.
And being that he's 6'8", Hazonia is really a menace inside. He gets his shot up easily in the paint area.
Porzingis trying to get free. Curry can't get it to go.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area. Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Doncic. Mark, there are a lot of great playmakers in this NBA that sometimes we don't talk about or under the radar.
Yeah, there are. Again, so many outstanding players in a league of 30 teams. But, you know, Drew Holiday has been outstanding as a big playmaking guard, as good scoring the ball as he is playmaking. Draymond Green, not a guard, but makes decisions and passes the ball like a high-level guard and is extremely valuable in that Warriors attack. Those two guys are a little bit undervalued for their ability to make their teammates better.
Good point. Mavericks making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. And Zach Collins subbed in for Hazonia. In the corner, Hardaway with it. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. Doncic, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Curry outside. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Curry's got his third basket of the night right there.
He's gaining more and more confidence over time from deep. Seth Curry proving he's got touch from out there.
Anthony finds Nurkic. Puts it up. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Mavericks trail by 3. And Porzingis, here we go. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Once Porzingis gets some momentum, just get out of the way.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Passes it to Lillard. The dish to Collins. It's McCollum on the wing. Three-pointer. He can't hit that time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Portland out in front, up by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside.
Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, Treat. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never dug too deep a hole for them. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now sit.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
We've got Doncic. He's out there with Curry. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Doncic outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Inside. Out to Anthony. Now the pass to McCollum. Takes a three. Rebounded by Hardaway. The Mavericks trail it.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out. That those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And Hardaway gets it to go. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Anthony's got 9 points.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Curry with a wide-open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Collins finds McCollum. Anthony in the corner. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. Curry with the defensive effort.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That one's on Anthony. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Hardaway. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Curry. And it's Burke in for Doncic. Here's Simons. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And that one's good. Burke.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
The shot's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Trent, guarded by Wright. Here's Little, and it's Little finishing it off.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Dallas.
You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans. Much more concerned with the packed house and the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base. Those fans will be around for a while. Giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually.
Right outside. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he makes that one. And now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Burke. Dallas no good that time either.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Little. Collins trying to break free. And it's all evened up. And that's now 6 points for Nasir Little.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality shot.
Here's Trent. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Wright. We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Marjanovic passes to Burke to end the run. Connects from three-point range. Burke's got 7 points for the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now Collins. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Barea with it. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. And now a 3-point Maverick lead outside Collins. It could go, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Maverick. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Yusuf Nurkic, Anthony out there with Whiteside, and it's Trent in a 2-guard. To the paint, and the jam by Whiteside.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Picked away. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Marjanovic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Wright. McCollum's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simon. Pass to Barea. Here's the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland trailing here. Pass to Anthony. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. If this game's still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for the Mavericks. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Out to Anthony. Dishes it to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. Portland needs to get off a shot. Anthony. Almost, but it rolls out.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
No good on the shot. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Outside for Curry. Passes it to Doncic. Tries from 10. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instinct.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Porzingis comes with the double team. Whiteside finds Nurkic. And here's McCollum for 3. Trailblazers keep it alive. Lillard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible unbelievable talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Zach Collins checked in for Portland.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Stolen by Collins. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Collins wide open. He fires. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And the pass to Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Curry with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Basket good. And the Mavericks lead by 4. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
A floater. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Right wing. Here's Finney-Smith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's McCollum. Got it. Good job in the low post. McCollum's got his first points of the game.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they generated the highest quality shots.
Here's Doncic. Headshot off. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Collins finds Anthony. Back to Collins. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes. How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Porzingis. It's good!
But you know what, guys? You want the ball in Porzingis' hands in clutch moments. Why? He's an impact player.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
It's in!
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, We got to one right. He's out there with Doncic. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in a power forward. And the shot goes down. 13 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
That one goes. Count it. 20 points for Luka Doncic.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Anthony dishes to Nurkic, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Curry's checked in for Wright. Pass to Curry. From the line. Goes back up. And Porzingis with the lay-in. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
That's exactly why they turn to Porzingis here, guys. They trust him to step up in big moments.
Lillard. And the foul called on Porzingis. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
They get it back. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking.
And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Pass to Kleba. And Curry has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
Back to McCollum. There's the 3. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses are having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
On deep. Cleveland, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Curry against McCollum. Doncic outside. Over Lillard. It counts.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Now, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Doncic outside. Fires for 3. The shot, no good.
Look at Porzingis, guys, and I like his versatility, especially on the defensive end where he can guard multiple positions.
So we see the Mavericks get the...
Welcome to this special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA 2K.
And now introducing your Los Angeles Clippers. At center, 7 feet. At center, 7 feet.
And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Morris.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. On for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. You know, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurting. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. I don't remember doing it during game 20, game 30, where guys starting to get nights off.
And so it's Leonard with it. They'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. George passes to Leonard. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Anthony finds Lillard. Offside Collins. Back to Lillard. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now here's Beverly. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State. George passes to Leonard. Over Anthony. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George.
Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi very active, very focused on the job at hand.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Morris dishes to Beverly. Back to Morris. Pass to Beverly. The 3. Lillard with the rebound.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Beverly. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. There's the pass to Leonard. Here's Zubac. Morris finds George. Leonard with no one around. Misses the 3. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
A really embarrassing loss indeed, and one that they will hopefully learn from. Got to keep your hands to yourself sometimes, or it could cost you the game.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. Shoots the 3. Morris with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4. Zubac kicks to George. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Now here's Anthony. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
George passes to Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to Lillard. Kicks it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Anthony for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Morris. Williams, he's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Green dishes to Jackson. Shamet kicks to Jackson. Back to Shamet. No one near him. That one, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
Reggie Jackson out there with Williams. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's JaMychal Green, and it's Shamet in at the 3 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Portland with the ball, following the 3-point attempt by Lou Williams. Lasagna, the pass to Simons. Whiteside with it. Over Green, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson kicks to Shamet. Back to Jackson. Pass to Shamet. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Shamet's got his first basket of the night.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man. It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket.
Here's Jackson. Portland making their last shot. Here's Leonard. A rebound by Lasagna. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Golden State Warriors. To the inside. Whiteside, the pass to Simons. Stolen by Jackson. Down low, 9 feet out. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Portland trailing here.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. And for the last half-decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Here's Little following the score by Reggie Jackson. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Little. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Shamet kicks to Jackson. Passes it to Leonard. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
They are just killing him on the interior.
The pass to Hazanya. Here's Trent. Whiteside, and Whiteside stays right with it.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Shamet with it. Whiteside's there. Leonard the pass to Shamet. And a miss there on the triple. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. That evens the score.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Clippers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Leonard kicks to Jackson. 58 seconds left in the first half. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. Pass to Simons. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Great body control. Whiteside finishing through contact and gets the and one.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Leonard. And it's Paul George in for Williams. Now, here's Shamet. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Pass to Green. Clock at 6. George with the ball. Over Anthony. Damian Lillard pulls it in. 19 seconds left in the first half. Anthony drives in. Whiteside finds Nurkic. Out to Anthony. Here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
The thing about Whiteside, he has a quicker jump than you might expect.
Jackson from long range. No good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Portland out in front. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Jets. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period... Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at small forward. 2 points, that one goes. You know, Steve, so much goes into being an effective bench player. What do you like to see in a team's sixth man?
What I love, Kevin, is a guy that can come off as a sixth man is he doesn't disrupt what's going on with the starters. Also, he's ready. And most of those guys that wins that award, they don't need time to adjust to the game. They come in and make an immediate impact.
Collins, good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
George against McCollum. Lets it fly. They get the rebound. Patterson passes to George. Back to Patterson. Nurkic with the block. And they get it back. Patterson finds Green. Goes up again. On the wing, Green. Passes to George. From deep three-point range. No good on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Left side, Collins. Shoots over Patterson. That's good from Collins. On the assist by Lillard.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Outside, George. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And checking out the numbers for C.J. McCollum. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. 6th in scoring, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Lillard kicks it out to Collins. Beverly against Lillard. Portland needs to get off a shot. A three from McCollum. The Clippers grab the miss.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the three.
Well, Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to George, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Anthony finds Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. And there's the pass to McCollum. Williams with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And that one drops for him. Now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. The drive by Nurkic. Paul George with the steal. Here's Beverly. Lays it up off the glass.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Lillard left side. Back to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Love watching Nurkic set hard screens and then roll with purpose. Great job in the creativity there from the pick and roll.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Beverly looking around. 5 to shoot. Over Lillard. Misses off the right iron.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And the shot goes in. And it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Feeds to Morris. Back to Williams. And he converts the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
McCollum passes to Anthony. Back to McCollum. The dish to Collins. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. That shot missing. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers lead by 4. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, good job defensively.
3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Shamet and Leonard are on the wings. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
On the jam by Whiteside.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Shamet again, Los Angeles. Here's McCollum. Trent passes to Whiteside. McCollum outside. To the paint. Anthony dishes to McCollum. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Leonard. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Over to the left wing. Here's Trent. He's covered by Shamet. Right side, no good.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
No good on the second free throw. Portland leading. Pass to Trent. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Leonard has it in the corner. And finished off by Leonard.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
Anthony kicks to Whiteside. Here's Leonard. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Anthony right side. Leonard with the steal. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And that one is good from Zubac.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Got that one up quick. And that's now 6 points for Carmelo Anthony. Pass to Shamet. Back to Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Kicks it out to McCollum. The pass to Whiteside. Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. And the basket is good, and he's got it. The coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, under the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Morris passes to Beverly. 4 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Collins has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 1-point game. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Give this young man a lot of credit. Instead of watching on the offensive end, he's making a difference when his number's called.
Zubac with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Portland leading by 3. McCollum finds Lillard. On deep. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard for Los Angeles. They've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Whiteside. Count it!
You never know when your number's going to be called. Hassan Whiteside answering the bell.
Pass to Beverly. Count! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Patrick Beverly plays with a scorer's mentality. Takes the opportunity to step up.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Right side, no good. Here's Los Angeles now. Stolen by Collins. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Yes!
I like the effort by Hassan Whiteside. Running it out, helping his team.
And the Clippers call time here. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Kicks it out to Lillard. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we've got more NBA action. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Morris, Reggie Jackson out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Green in at the center, filling out the middle. Collins kicks to Lillard. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Wide open look. And Portland again with the bucket.
I can't believe that went in, and I don't think he can either.
Leonard on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. From outside the arc. Williams' shot is off.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense. Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. He feeds it to Green. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum finds Anthony. Collins with it. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And it's an 8-point Portland lead.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Green dishes to Leonard. Jackson from long range. Offensive rebound. Here's Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
A 3 from McCollum. That shot no good.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Pass to Green. And the wide open shot from Morris. And Green is right there.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Green. Paul George comes in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
The three from George. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. McCollum finds Collins. Here's Nurkic, defended by Beverly. A three ball. Keeps it alive and staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Nurkic, the pass to Anthony. Back to Nurkic. Fires the three. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Leonard. Puts up a three. And the miss. So the Trailblazers win it. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now for Greg Anthony.
Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
So I'm going with the Celtics.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives. Welcome to 2K Sports. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Lillard, the pass to Carmelo, fires from deep. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Hits, count that one from Nurkic.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Here's Anunoby. And it's off from three-point range. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Yeah, the Blazers boasting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and three-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Nurkic, the pass to Anthony. And airballs the triple. That one was way off.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
And the Blazers used to stagger Lillard and McCollum's minutes. Chris, now they've embraced these two playing together more often.
Yeah, and they should, Kevin. I mean, they're both standing about 6'3", so defensively they give up a little height. But on their offensive end, the firepower that they bring to bear is something to watch.
Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Siakam, and he's good on the 3-ball. Siakam's got a couple of threes now in the first with Toronto.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Three-pointer. The shot by Lowry, no good.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
It's good.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, Kev, I mean, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Here's Siakam following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Drills the three-pointer. Anunoby's got 5 points so far.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Kicks it out to Collins. Nurkic the pass to Collins. Here's Lillard. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Lowry.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Using incredible balance and mobility for his position, Nurkic drives all the way to the rim.
Lillard from outside drops in the tray. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Here's Nurkic after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Here's Anthony, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The drive by Lowry from the arc, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Offside Collins. The pass to Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, the best season of his career, Kevin, but then Yusuf Nurkic suffered that gruesome leg injury. It was a huge loss for the Blazers and a long road to recovery for Nurkic.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Powell, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Siakam misses.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Simons, the pass to Whiteside. And Davis sends it back inside. Pass to Trent. Here's Simons. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by... Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Little and Nurkic holding down the forward spot. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Trent in at the two-guard spot, and Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Azania, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Pass to Whiteside, and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And now let's highlight the deadliest deep threats to come into the NBA this season on our rookie leaderboard. Raptors trail by 3. It's Powell on the wing. No points in the game yet for him. Boucher kicks to Powell. Gets a very good look and converts.
I mean, like the kick out there, recognizing there's more room outside than inside.
Simons, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, it's still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far, but, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Well, like the Clippers of a year ago, they look like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr. Ballmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
And Whiteside sends it back. Here's the break. Here's Simon. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Powell finds Hollis Jefferson. Here's Boucher. Back to Hollis Jefferson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Hazonia on the wing. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Little dishes to Whiteside. Passes it to Trent. 6 on the shot clock. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Davis has the open look, and there are the Raptors with another bucket. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Last time they met was in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They played with energy and communicated well. They made things difficult out there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
That puts them in the lead. Hollis Jefferson's got 5 now.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Here's Simons. He's guarded by Davis. A nice shot by Simons.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Here's Powell, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
And the Raptors with some changes. OG Anunoby's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Lowry in for Davis. Toronto's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Lowry for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Hezonja finds Whiteside. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. So the wing on the left. Three-pointer, Lillard. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lillard against Lowry. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Now it's a 6-point Raptor lead. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Gasol passes to Lowry. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 10 points for Kyle Lowry.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
And the pass to Anunoby. Kicks to Lowry. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Lowry's got the lead up to 11 now for Toronto.
And with the body control and jump shot Lowry possesses, he has been known to torch you from the perimeter.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. Kyle Lowry has been the story in this one. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. And
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Remarkable concentration. It's hard trying to knock Collins off his game when he's looking to score.
And the 10th pick in 2017 out of Gonzaga, Zach Collins, figures to be an important piece moving forward.
No, just a huge demand for rim protectors who can also space the floor. With this 9'3" standing reach, are you kidding me? He's a presence inside.
The shot by Anthony, no good. Raptors leading by 12. And it's Lowry penetrating. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D is struggling to keep up.
Finished off the break. Lowry's got 4 points this quarter.
Deceptive and skilled at that guard position. When Lowry's scoring like this, good luck trying to defend him.
Lillard, the pass to Collins. The tray. And it's Lillard missing. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Outside Lowry. From deep.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
McCollum kicks to Collins. Now, here's Nurkic. Defense right on him. And it's Lillard missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Again, the miss by Lillard.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And the Raptors with some changes. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Portland also making some changes. Trent's checked in. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Lowry. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Chris, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I played with 2 big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him throwing a oop, I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, hey, wait a minute, Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them. He would pass it to them, and then the next play say, now it's your turn, you're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that could pass, and also guys that will say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play.
It's good. 1:30 left in the third. Lowry drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Lowry's got 25 points in the game.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Here's Anthony. Here's Whiteside. And foul on the shot. So he'll... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He's perfect from the line this time. Trailblazers trail by 18. Cullen passes to Trent. Here's Anthony. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Davis. And again, no good by Toronto.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
There's Hollis-Jefferson. No good on the triple.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. That one falls. Anthony's got 6.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Here's Powell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Trailblazers trail by 18. Whiteside, the pass to Trent. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Toronto now. That's a 2 from Powell. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for Toronto. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Collins, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 roaming the paint. The drive by Anthony, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And that's now 8 points for Carmelo Anthony. Here's Davis. Off target from outside. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's an 18-point game. And the basket by McCollum.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Raptor shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
Siakam is checked in for Norman Powell. Lillard finds Whiteside. To the left wing. Back to McCollum. Pass to Collins. To the inside. Here is Whiteside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to McCollum. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. The 3 hits it from 3-point range. And the Raptors lead by 19.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Gasol passes to Siakam. Back to Gasol. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. While the NBA is entertaining, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. We don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. Kicks it out to Collins. Right side Lowry takes the 3. Gets a hand on it, and Ibaka is right there.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Here's Lillard. Collins wide open. He fires. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Siakam. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Left side Collins. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
One of the top 10 shooting guards in the NBA, C.J. McCollum. I mean, you wonder, though, would he be even better lined up as a point guard? I'm not sure. But his defense has been his shortcoming. At 6'3", his size is better suited for the one.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Boucher is checked in. Stanley Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. Thomas checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Kyle Lowry.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Toronto.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyle Lowry.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The kick out to Adams. Makes it off the glass.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you better think again.
Outside, Davis. Johnson left side, and stolen by Hezonja. It's deflected. It's stolen by Davis. This one for three. Got it.
And it's just competing, and, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For
charge him an alley, charge it again like it's credit, your team crowd me to edit, yeah, I see face and get it, hold up, that's dead, need a minute, need a plan to revive, let's get a shot pressing, now you say what I say, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems, I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up, I don't miss often, no look, I had to boss up, get the post up when it's
soaring high above the Willamette River towards our locations. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Take a look at the Mavericks. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And, of course, the Trailblazers, 2 spots down.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, there's been such a different feel to them this season. The confidence that was completely absent from last year's squad is back, and they pulled themselves here into contention.
Well, for a team that didn't sniff the postseason last year, you have to wonder how they're going to handle the pressure of being in the playoffs this year. Not to mention the postseason itself, if and when they get there.
Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. Collins finds Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Over Doncic. It's deflected. Right side Hardaway. And the 3 ball is good. Brent, at this point, perennial contenders sometimes coast through the final games of the regular season. Any danger that they can't hit that right button or flip the switch and get back into gear?
When you hear analysts say that the playoffs are all about matchups, they are exactly right. You and I talked about this, Kevin, several years ago about the time going into the playoffs. Teams don't have to be hot. You don't have to be 10-2 in the last 12 games for your playoffs, because all of a sudden, if you're matched up against a team that's owned you all year long, your chances of winning that series are very, very slim. So it becomes just let's get in and let's find out who we're playing, and then we'll get to work.
And Doncic, here we go. That's to Curry. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Deep 2 from Anthony. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Just a bit of a rut here early. Just 1 of 4 so far.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Curry against McCollum. Curry passes to Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Passes it to Nurkic. Anthony looking it over. Trailblazers keep it alive. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Lillard the pass to Collins. Tries it again. The shot missing. Nice D from Doncic. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic outside. Hands the 12-footer.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future. A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Curry. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. Here's Burke. The rebound by Simon. Trailblazers trail by 5. Trent passes to Hazania. And that one, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Hardaway. 20 points for him last game against Denver.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Here's Azania. Right side, the pass to Trent. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks leading by 3. It's stolen by Little. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. J.J. Barea is checked in for Hardaway.
J.J. Barea.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's the pass to Barea. Launches a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pulls up on the elbow. Second shot opportunity. Here's Whiteside. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Burke finds Barea from past the arc. No good. Shot missing. Got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks ahead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the 2 guard. Now here's Burke. They lead by 6, their biggest margin, and that one goes long.
And the game plan against the Blazers, the last few postseasons has been trapping Lillard and McCollum and forcing someone else to beat them.
Yeah, and you wonder if this is an opportunity for Zach Collins to really step into his own, along with Nurkic, who last year was injured during the playoffs, so that there can be some points and contributions coming from your power forward and center position. That'll ease some pressure on your backcourt.
Here's Trent, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Hezonja, buries it from about 10 feet away. Hezonja's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Trailblazers. Kleber kicks to Barea. Over Hezonja. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Kleber after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And Burke has it in the corner. Lets it go from 11. Yes, that goes in. Burke's got his first points of the night. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Right side, the pass to Simons. Kleber with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Barea kicks to Kleber. Now Barea, taking a look at his stats, is averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Wright. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Over Trent. Here's Marjanovic. Up and in on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Hezonja trying to free himself up. Yep, that one goes in there.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Barea kicks to Burke. Pass to Wright. Here's Kleber. Over Hezonja. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade, a chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, Kevin, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Berea with it. Pass to Marjanovic. Plays it up and banks it in. And it's an 8-point Maverick lead.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Azania. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And yes, it's good. Berea's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Mavs.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
Here's Trent. No good from outside. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Right outside. And here's Berea. He's got 5. A putback. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Down low. Here's Trent. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Passes it to Marjanovic. It's tipped. And now Portland on the break. Here's Whiteside. Finished off the break. And now it's just a 4-point Maverick lead.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Rick. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny? Well, what? And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Boban Marjanovic, he's really playing well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Luka Doncic out there with Seth Curry. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position. Clock is at 3. Nurkic can't hit. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 4. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Lillard finds Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Nurkic has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Trailblazers. Shoots. And Doncic gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 4. Brent, the league's been trying to clean up some of the physicality that we see, some of the jawing, but there are some players that do a great job of nonetheless getting under an opponent's skin.
I don't think, Kevin, over the past couple of years, we would deem the NBA as being more physical than at any other time. Would we say that?
I think that's fair.
We would never say that. But there are still irritants in the game. And the reason why those guys do that is because that's their competitive advantage. And that's the way the league is always going to operate. There are going to be guys out there who are going to use either their intellect to get inside your head or do things on a physical level that are going to cause you to think about what it is you're doing on the floor. And when you find those guys, they're really interesting players to watch. You're not going to replicate their shooting form, Kevin. But in terms of sometimes their approach, there are things that you might be able to learn from a Draymond Green or a Marcus Smart.
There's no doubt.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Here's Nurkic. Back to Collins. Anthony in the corner. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Lillard. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. Curry with it. Lillard picks him up. Doncic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Nurkic the pass to Collins. The three from Anthony. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Hardaway. The putback. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Hardaway. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting to it.
And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
Here's Collins. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And there's the pass to Curry. Out to Doncic. Now here's Hardaway. He's guarded by Collins. On its way from Curry for 2. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pass to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Stolen by McCollum. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
To the inside, McCollum, and he banks in the layup. McCollum's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Doncic outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside for Curry. Here's Finney-Smith. He's guarded by McCollum. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. That one misses. Passes to Lillard. For the lead. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
1 second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Collins. He's out there with Anthony. Whiteside is out there with McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Doncic gets it to go.
First 3 of the half, 2nd of the game. Can he heat up?
Collins in the post. Porzingis against Whiteside. It's McCollum with the drive. And contact on the shot. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, we're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence, guys.
Thank you, David.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Simons. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Simons has got his first 3 points of the game.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Shoots from the baseline. Dallas again missing. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Whiteside dishes to Carmelo. And a missed layup.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
The pass to Collins. Trailblazers moving the ball around. To the paint. Pass to Simons. Back to Collins. Out to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's foul number 2 for him. Damian Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simmons. And Dallas also making a switch. Hardaway's checked in. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Doncic feeling it out. A beautiful reverse layup.
Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Guess what, Kev? Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
Curry kicks to Doncic. Shoots over Lillard, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Lillard misses.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Back to Doncic. Inside. Collins against Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, Porzingis, the things we talk about is assertiveness, but that also comes with great stamina. Right now, he's determined.
Sinks the triple.
Melo wants every bit of those moments.
Porzingis passes to Curry. Here's Kleba. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
And that one drops.
And and he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Back to Doncic. Hard away against Anthony. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Here's Lillard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws.
It's so difficult not to foul Lillard. He has so many tricks up his sleeve, and you never know exactly how to shade him defensively. The team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Curry from downtown. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. A three-pointer off the mark. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really...
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So...
talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K TV.
Let's meet the starting lineup of the visiting Los Angeles Clippers. At center, Ivica at center.
And David Alt. Want to talk about this, David. Some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Morris.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. We're going to see a lot of offense tonight, Steve. What can either team do to try and gain an advantage in this one?
You know, I think first you got to limit your turnovers. I think you got to rebound the basketball, and I love the teams that can get to the free throw line more than others.
Buries it from 3-point range.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Here's Zubac. Here's Morris. Outside Leonard. Over Anthony, down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
You know, there's a rhythm to Leonard's game, but also an awareness. Just takes what the defense allows.
Count that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Collin passes to Nurkic. Pass to McCollum. To the middle. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by McCollum.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Beverley, the pass to George. Wide open look here for Zubac. And George able to finish. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Nobody near Leonard. Bangs home the trifecta. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
McCollum against George. He can't get it to go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
And they pick up 2.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Outside for George. And good as it just snugs right down through the net. And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal. Turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set. And you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Little in for Zach Collins. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Landry Shamet's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Williams comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. Now, here's Whiteside. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The offensive rebound. Hazanya. Whiteside kicks to Little. Back to Whiteside. Passes it to Trent. For three. They shoot again. Whiteside, the pass to Hazanya. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, Portland, they're ninth best in the conference.
And, you know, for Los Angeles, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game in the postseason. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure how well suited they are for playoff basketball, but we will find out soon enough.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Stolen by Jackson. 44 seconds left to play here in the first. Shamet kicks to Jackson. They kick it out to Green. From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 6. Uncovered. Here's Hazanya. Pass to Simons. Drains the three-pointer.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Morris with the bucket.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
And the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Williams can't hit. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Clippers lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
Hazanya at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at point guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Portland with the ball. It's a three-point game. 6 to shoot. Little. And finish off by Hazanya.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession. Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
And with Reggie Jackson at the point, you're going to get more of a scorer than a playmaker.
And that's okay, as long as you plan for that with your system. Reggie Jackson is great at creating for himself, but you'd like to see him do a little bit more to set up the rest of his team.
A rebound by Hazanya. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
His wingspan is 7 foot 7 inches. Whiteside using all of it there.
Now the pass to Green. Over in the corner, Williams. Morris passes to Shamet. Back to Morris. Launches it. No good there. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. Whiteside against Green. Simons, the pass to Hazanya. No one near Whiteside as he lets it go. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Morris kicks to Jackson. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Clippers also making some changes. Leonard comes in for Morris, and George is subbed in for Lou Williams.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
Lillard finds Collins, and the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Defensively, Smitty, why do we see more full-court press in college than we do in the NBA?
You know, the guards are better at the NBA level, and I think also your five-man, who usually a guy who can't bring it up, they're pretty good at the NBA level. Just overall, Kevin, the skill level at the NBA level is better at college, so you can't really trap guys or pick on one guy who's not equipped.
A second chance effort, and Nurkic lays it in. Nurkic has got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Green dishes to Beverly. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. The shot by George, wide open. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Collins passes to McCollum. The dish now to Lillard. Kicks it to Nurkic. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Pass to Green. Offline with his 3. Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Kicks it out to Lillard. Paul George with the steal. Finished off the break. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And the rebound by Nurkic.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Beverly. Following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Drills it from outside. And that's now 11 points for Paul George.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
McCollum dishes to Anthony. And then Collins slams it in.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just cannot quantify.
Well, I'm going to quantify something right now, Greg. This is a close game, and that was something special. And it's George missing. Collins with it. And it's Anthony at the elbow. That's a 2 from Lillard, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to. And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steal.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Ivica Zubac, who's out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Well, you talk about someone who's an absolute piranha on defense, and that is Patrick Beverley. Gives you no room to get comfortable and is a thorn in his assignment side.
Morris passes to Beverley. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Lillard finds Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Outside Collins. Pass to McCollum. Nurkic with it. Defended by George. And there's Collins on the assist by Nurkic. Collins has got his second basket of the night. And Smitty with Beverley and his defense, it's not like he turns it on or off.
Nope, he's always going full speed on defense. It's been his calling card as a player for years now. And it's what he's made his name on in the NBA.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And coming out of halftime, Coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
And here's McCollum for 3. A shot, no good. George with the defensive effort. Beverley with the ball. Now Anthony defending. And here's Beverley. He's got 7 on the wing. George to the paint. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Anthony, the pass to Collins. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Nurkic dishes to Collins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, Smitty, the game is evolving. We know that. New moves and techniques developed. Talk about some that have grown in popularity since the time of your retirement to now.
You know, the step back is one, and then also the step back is one. The Euro step, and I think also guys right now being able to launch their bodies into guys. I don't want to say it's a move, but that's how guys are playing. Because you can't hand check, guys are throwing their body into the defender on the move even more.
Williams with a clean look. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Williams has got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. Here's Simons, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Simons has got 5 now.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Leonard kicks to Jackson. There's 1:38 left in the third. Outside Leonard, 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got 11 points in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Great patience from the young big man. The game slowing down for Whiteside. You can see that.
Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely. Down low, Morris. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Leonard from deep three-point range. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Williams can't get it to go.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Here's Collins. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Collins has got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers. LA's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Morris, no good. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Simons. No good there.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to stay on the ball and the long reach to affect the shot.
And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Anthony out there with Collins. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Right side, Collins. The pass to Trent. Lets it go with a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Now Green. Outside Williams. Here's Shamet. They get it back. And stolen by Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Deep 2 from Anthony. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Pass to Shamet. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. They've held a 12-point lead early. Back to Jackson. Now, here's Shamet. His three-pointer's off the mark. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Anthony, the pass to Whiteside. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Deep 2 from Anthony. To take the lead. Trent passes to Anthony. With the tip, and Collins is right there. Collins has got the lead up to 1 now for Portland. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Marcus Morris is checked in for Green. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. George is checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
George passes to Zubac. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. That's a 2 from Lillard. And the shot is long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
George passes to Beverly. In the corner, it's Morris. Back to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Chalk up 2 there. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Patrick Beverley plays with a scorer's mentality. Takes the opportunity to step up.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. Now the feed to Collins.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Jordan. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one's on Anthony.
Terrific pass. That's the unselfishness you want to see. Beverly's all about the team.
Joakim Noah. He's checked in for Zubas. Throw good. Paul George. The Trailblazers on offense. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Back to Beverly. Right side Leonard. Beverly dishes to Leonard. Passes it to Morris. Shot clock at 2. Here's George. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Now Beverly. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge.
special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and
Give me a fit.
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't lose.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few. The players love it. Thank you, David. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position.
And Toronto choosing their team name back in '94. The fans helped them narrow it down, and with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Lowry passes to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. It's stolen by Anthony. And it's McCollum off the drive. And he gets the bucket. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Collins kicks to Nurkic. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Anunoby. And again, no good by Toronto.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Count that one.
Oh, a strong finish there by Melo. He just powers it right past the D.
The Raptors have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Kicks it out to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
Portland moving the ball around. Lillard outside. Back to McCollum. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard finds McCollum. The three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
VanVleet can't get it to go.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred VanVleet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
So both teams making some changes here. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Now let's take a moment to check out the steals leaders. And you look at VanVleet. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Trent passes to Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. VanVleet, that falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Wow, what an easy look Kyle Lowry creates for his teammates. One of the best setup men in the entire league.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that. when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Little, he's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. Davis is checked in for the Raptors. Now here's Gasol. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Simons. He's guarded by Davis. Trent passes to Whiteside. Good D by Siakam.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And it's in there. Siakam's got his second bucket tonight.
Pascal Siakam can be a menace on the glass. He's got length, he's got athleticism. Look out.
And finished off by Collins.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. And it's Davis missing. Portland leading by 6. Trent passes to Whiteside. Misses in close. Now here's Van Vliet. Guarded closer. And Davis gets it to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Simons surveying the D. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Trent. And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front, up by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Marc Gasol so appreciated by his fans. And
It's fun. You see more fans on the stand.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Hazonia at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Trent. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Doris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all-NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys. Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. It's just great to see guys progress.
Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Nurkic is checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He kicks it to Davis. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. That's a 2 from Powell. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And now, here's Hazonia. 8 points his last outing. Feeds to Nurkic. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Look at the Trailblazers winding things down this season. They're in that all-important 9th position within striking distance of a playoff spot.
And for Portland, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them, Greg. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And Davis can't get it to go. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. And the Raptors also making a change. Lowry's checked in. Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Now Powell, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. It's stolen by Ibaka. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, you like to see Serge Ibaka be assertive on the offensive end, particularly on the interior.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Fred VanVleet comes in for Norman Powell. Pass to Nurkic. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. Back to Ibaka. Out to the right wing. Siakam. Good on the jump shot. Siakam's got 6 points.
You love to see Pascal Siakam be so confident in catch-and-shoot situations. No doubt that he is feeling it.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Raptors trail by 6. VanVleet kicks to Lowe. For 3, VanVleet with the bucket. VanVleet's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth in his...
Goodness.
You have got to take care of the basketball if Mr. Pascal Siakam is around. This guy uses length to create turnovers.
Hezonja finds McCollum. Out to Anthony. Unloads from 9. It doesn't go for him. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Nurkic in the post, working on Ibaka, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Portland, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. That one is off. And some changes here for the Raptors. Marc Gasol comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Anunoby subbed in for Hollis Jefferson.
Got to recognize the situation, trying to get a 2 for 1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2 for 1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Gasol controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Gasol's got the lead up to 1 now for the Raptors.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Back to Whiteside. Up in time. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Portland was looking great right away. They launched into a 6-0 run with an and that'll do.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The Raptors shooting 43% from the floor. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And VanVleet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at the 5. Cullen passes to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Ibaka with the ball. Lillard picks him up and stolen by Lillard. Now here's Nurkic, covered by Van Vliet. McCollum kicks to Collins. From the arc. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Collins. And that's now 9 points for C.J. McCollum. Siakam finds Ibaka. Here's Van Vliet. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Portland leading. Undrafted out of Wichita State, Fred Van Vliet. Never the most heralded player, Doris. But you know, he says he bet on himself, and it's worked.
No doubt. Van Vliet's belief in himself gets him a 2-year, $18 million contract. But I think beyond that, this man, in the moments that mattered most in the playoffs, proved that Fred Van Vliet will deliver.
Little, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Powell, he's checked in for Toronto. Lowry can't get it to go. And stolen by Siakam. The shot. Here's Ibaka, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Kev, we know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Out of Cameroon, Pascal Siakam drastically improved last year, Doris. Is he the prototypical modern power forward?
He is, Kevin, and there's a few reasons why. The guy can rip and run. He can space the floor. He is switchable on the perimeter defensively. He can go inside, outside. Everything you want in terms of versatility, Pascal Siakam brings to the table.
Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
And stolen by Siakam. Outside for Davis. And McCollum with the block. Collins with it. Picked up by Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
Anthony, the pass to McCollum. Right side, Collins. Kicks it to McCollum. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Whiteside. Rejected by Gasol.
This guy, the defensive anchor, Marc Gasol, twice on the pipes.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Davis, the pass to Powell. Back to Davis. Right side, Gasol. Raptors need to get a shot off. Over McCollum, and misses it off the right side of the rim. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Trent's checked in. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. 6-point game. And it's blocked. But they get it back. Fires the 3. The shot that time, not on target. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Hollis Jefferson, good. Hollis Jefferson's got 6.
Wow, what a find. Marc Gasol, one of the best passing big men in the league.
And there it is for him.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Davis kicks to Powell. Here's Boucher. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Back to Gasol. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Collins. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simmons. And Toronto also making a switch. Van Vliet's checked in.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Rejected by Gasol.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Lowry, good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got his third assist on the night.
Boy, that jump shooting ability, one of the keys to their offense. Between his passing and his scoring, Lowry is so hard to guard.
It's tipped, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Trailblazers lead by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, Jay, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the... Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
Count that one from Van Vliet. Trailblazers leading by 4. Trent passes to Anthony. Rejected by Gasol. Here's Van Vliet. And the 3 off target.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
And it goes down 2 points. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, that's what you can do when you've got a great handle. Anthony is always able to put it on the deck and get to the rim.
Kept alive. Here's Gasol. Good work defensively by Whiteside. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Trent passes to Whiteside. Here's Lillard, defended by Gasol. And Lillard kicks to Whiteside. Oh, good with the triple.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Marc Gasol picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. And Toronto also making a switch. Anunoby's checked in. Here's McCollum. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Siakam. And it's Portland with the rebound. Anthony's got his 5th rebound in this one. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Van Vliet finds Siakam. Count the basket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Nurkic against Ibaka. Siakam pulls it in. Raptors trail by 4. Ibaka, the pass to Anunoby. That 3 off the mark.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Whiteside with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Anthony dishes to Nurkic. Back to Anthony. To the inside. Clock at 4. Lillard from outside sinks the 3-pointer.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Lowry against Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Count it.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Baseline J on the way, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Anunoby. And stolen by Siakam. Ibaka goes in. Anunoby off target with his 3. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Whiteside. And foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, C.J. McCollum.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Anthony finds Whiteside. Back to Anthony. There's the pass to Lillard. And here's Whiteside. Now recovering. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Anthony. Makes it off the glass. And it's an 11-point Portland lead.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Stolen by Van Vliet.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. McCollum passes to Collins. Back to McCollum. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Lillard kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Collins with it. There's the lob to Lillard. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it.